For the tape, could you just say your name and where you're from?
Okay, my name's Ian Stringer. I'm the Regional Senior Director from GVA in Birmingham.
Could you just give me in a few highlights as to what you talked about today with regards to international real estate investment?
Okay, well, the headlines really of the report. First of all, we realised that we didn't know, and nobody really knew who owned what in central Birmingham in terms of overseas ownership versus UK ownership. So for the first time, really, it's a study of the central business districts to try and define how much of it is owned by overseas investors. And the headline number is that about a third, or 32%, is owned by overseas investors.
And what are the main motivators and drivers for overseas investors?
Well, I think it depends on the originating domicile, really. I think some investors are in for 5 to 10 year returns, some are in for perhaps a longer term than that, so it's a strategic buy for them. But it's return, really. It's maybe some of the markets get too busy in central London, prices get a bit inflated, so it's opportunity to spread risk across the UK for those investors, rather than all being in a defined location such as the West End of London or the City of London.
And in terms of attractiveness, have you sort of highlighted any things that investors are attracted to that makes them more inclined to sort of select one destination more than another?
Well, we haven't done any comparative study yet between, say, Birmingham and other regional cities, but there is no question that as far as Birmingham's concerned, the huge infrastructure investment that's going on now and due to be completed in the next 2 or 3 years, such as the new New Street station, such as the airport extension, such as HS2, etc., the new library, the John Lewis investment, there's no question that to investors those are very significant and important factors in them deciding to put money into Birmingham.
And another question now, which is related to Birmingham being at MIPIM. Could you just sort of outline why you think it's important for a city like Birmingham to be at an event like this?
Well, I can give you a personal take on this. GVA has had its own stand for the last few years at MIPIM, and this year we decided not to. We decided to work more closely and in support of the likes of Birmingham City Council, or Manchester City Council, or London. So for us, and I suspected, we're more aligned with Birmingham this year than we've ever been before, and it's been more successful for us in that context. So it is important. It's important to get the message out there. Competing cities are here. A lot of people will say, do you have to go to the south of France to do that? But the essence of this exhibition is there is a huge amount of people in the same place at the same time. A lot of connections are made, and you never quite know what you might pick up on, who you might meet, or who's going to come back in 6 months' time and follow up on something that will be to the wider benefit of Birmingham.
Excellent. Is there anything else that you want to say?